Hey Virgos, and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So, this is going to be your weekend read from August 23rd through the 25th. Can you believe we're already almost done with August? And we're in our solar sign here as of the 22nd. No pressure, it's coming. But happy solar return. And I just wanted to also say thank you guys so much for each and every one of you for all your love and support. Really, this channel would not be what it is without each and every one of you guys. And so thank you guys so much. You make a difference. I love you. And seriously, thank you so much for resonating with me and going on this journey with me. I am just so incredibly grateful that these messages reach you and that they speak to you. So let's get started here. Now, I wanted to do something a little different. And so let's look at some place oracles here, because this is really a wonderful time. Like I say, as we cross into the weekend here on August 22nd, Virgo is going to be coming into our solar return. And so this is our season to shine. And this is our season to remember how powerful we are through expressing ourselves. We're magnetic, we're charming, no pressure, just saying. But this is really our season. And so Spirit, help guide us here this weekend. That is a lot. Okay. No pressure. So, we definitely have financials on the brain here, as well as some of us could be manifesting around water during this time, particularly when it looks at letting go of loss and of grief. Also, too, some of us could be getting together in some coffee houses here. Little bit of pampering, as I would like to say, little pastry and indulgence, no judgment, but also too just good decadent food, as well as getting back into a peaceful retreat or a place of peace through scenery. Some of you could be taking a trip here as well. Could be also a little warm with where you're going. But either way here, you will be inspired by nature here this weekend. And so this is absolutely beautiful. Like I say, we are going to be moving into Virgo Sun on the 22nd as we come into this weekend. And so on the 23rd, the moon is going to be moving as well from Aries over into Taurus. And so it's all about preservation. It's all about security, stable foundations. And so especially when it comes to grounding, utilizing water to let go of anything that you're needing to really release so that you can move forward. And then regrounding, like I say, and connecting with the divine, connecting with the universe through nature, through taking that higher perspective, but also to getting into nature so that you can see that higher perspective as well. And so, Spirit, what guidance do you have for us here this weekend? Thank you. Oh my goodness, okay. And so this is the Herbal Witches Tarot deck. I know you guys have made some wonderful comments asking about what decks I use. And so this is the Herbal Witches Tarot. I positively love it. It's just gorgeous. And then I also particularly really love the illustrations and how it ties into herbs. And so what we're pulling here is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of us could be burdened right now or feeling unstable due to unexpected change, whether it be debt or failures or loss, or just an insecurity brought on from those types of things beyond our control financially, is how I guess I would put it. Or also too, even conflict that's come your way during this time. What Spirit is saying here, though, is like this is coming out of that woods and into calmer waters with the star. This is basically where no matter what you're up against, you are basically shining. You've got hope and there's a positive outlook within you. And it's due to the fact that you've been healing, you've been renewing, and you've been finding that place of peace within so that you can manifest that in your surroundings and into your life here in your future planning. So this is absolutely beautiful. Like I say, what I see in this is that basically you've been going a path where you've been following your heart. Excuse me. Financially, though, it's also kind of caused some insecurities. It's not the normal path, basically. And what Spirit is saying here is that this is the time where you will be tested with the Knight of Cups, in reverse. This is where basically your emotions are kind of overtaking rationalities, and it's putting you into more of a reactive feeling. Basically, it's that fear of failure in a lot of ways, where you're like, okay, Spirit, I am very content and I'm loving what I'm doing. However, how do we make that a financial plan? How do we make this financially abundant as well, so that I can keep focusing on doing the good work? And with the Devil here, like I say, this is a temptation. This is basically a connection towards a fear of losing those material aspects. But with the Seven of Swords here too, you could also have some deception and some lies, also theft that you've been dealing with, manipulation and deceit. So it's not necessarily that it's, like I say, these are forces outside your control that have really been coming up against you through this, and things haven't worked out necessarily as planned. But really, through all this, though, you've been learning. Basically, this is the indomitable spirit of Virgo that I see in this, where you've been gaining new skills, you've been gaining knowledge. You also, too, have been mastering and learning along the way. And most importantly, you're dedicated. And so, like I say, this is a temptation where a lot of you could be kind of asking, or wondering, like, how I'm following my heart, I'm following my purpose. How do I make it where it provides a stable foundation? And that's where the moon moving into Taurus is really going to help you this weekend. There's that preservation. It's all about security and stable foundations. And so now is the time absolutely to get into nature, to get reconnected, to get grounded, so that you can let your subconscious and your conscious come to these new ideas and be open to receiving the path that really truly the divine is trying to guide you on. Now, during this time too, like I say, the sun is in Virgo. It's also going to be trine with the moon during this time. And so if anyone has been burdened by fear, by worry, by financial aspects, this is a time that really is a positive outcome. It's all about harmony. It's all about happiness, and it's all about health and wealth. And so it really is this time where, like I say, new ideas will be coming to you. The path will be seen. And what's beautiful is on the 24th as well, the moon's going to be sextile with Saturn, which is currently in Pisces. And so remember, Saturn is the planet of destiny in a lot of ways. And Pisces makes us very much visionaries. It brings on that dreamy quality of like what, that really helps with manifesting, I should say. What does my future life look like? What does my best life look like? What does my best life career, my highest enlightened self do, or conquer in this lifetime as lessons to learn? And so this really allows you, this sextile really allows you to pursue goals with responsibility and also with care. It's about valuing your purpose. And so, like I say, this is the weekend where it's really about, you may be tested, especially on the financial front, about, okay, I'm following my purpose, I'm following my heart. Is it manifesting in the ways that really truly will provide me a stable foundation financially? And this is the point where really you're valuing with that sextile. You'll get a leg up where you're valuing your purpose and really finding those ideas to bring those dots together, to bring the lucrative financial stability into what you're building. And with the King of Swords here, like I say, this is manifesting. This is manifesting rationally. Basically, this is all about structure. This is all about logic, but also too stepping into your authority through that objective self-disciplinary action. And so, like I say, this is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like putting your big girl panties on, if you will. But sorry for the reference, wicked humor. But also too, it's more important. It's basically carrying the weight of, I am no longer going to self-sabotage, or I'm no longer going to let my fear hold me back and just have my ideas and just have my visions. I'm finding the ways of practical action to step into that authoritative role, to step into that leadership role and lead the self, which is absolutely beautiful. And then on the 25th, too, the moon is going to be moving into Gemini. And so this is all about networking. This is all about learning what you don't know. And so a lot of this analysis here, too, with the sextile between the moon and Saturn, and, too, with the trine between the sun and the moon, with that harmony, it'll really help with basically uncovering, what you need to learn, what practical action steps need to be taken in order to truly manifest. And then, too, it'll help you with your curiosity. It'll help you with awakening to new experiences. As I like to put it, when one door closes, another window opens. But better said, what I've always carried with me and what's always touched me is there's always a way. There's always a way. It may not be the way that you planned, but if you keep your eye on that end goal, on that focus, keep your discipline, and more importantly, keep your value in your purpose and holding that and cherishing that and honoring that, there's always a way that will open up that'll help you get there, and you'll know when the right time is to move. Now, Spirit, help us with a few more cards here, a few more messages. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I do see is that there's been a period of unhappiness, basically, with the Three of Swords, and that came underneath the Empress. And so what Spirit is basically saying here is there has been trauma that has been keeping you back, that has been underneath the healing that you've been doing. Basically what it's done, especially with it being underneath the Empress, is it's helped you with rebirthing. It's helped you with creative abundance. It's helped you with realigning with nature. And it's helped you with influencing you. I don't know if many of you are artists, but I'm seeing a lot of connection between material influence or maternal influence and manifestation into material wealth and material fertility. But what I see in that is that, there's been a lot of loss in the past. It's caused a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of sorrow and separation. And this trauma has really scarred you and wounded you very deeply. With the Empress here, this has also made you stronger. But like I say, it's also made you appreciate where, like I say, a lot of this could be mother issues. And what it's done is basically it's given you that maternal influence and instilled it in you even stronger. It's kind of like that idea of, a lot of abuse victims, particularly with narcissistic abuse. Basically, one of the biggest fears that can happen is, if you only know what you know, will I become the victimizer? Will I move in my life, unfortunately, from the victim role to the victimizer? How do I not make that happen? And for me, speaking personally, especially dealing with narcissistic abuse, that was a fear of mine. But the beauty of it is, especially in abusive situations or domestic abuse situations, is that 1/3 of victims will become victimizers, and it's unfortunately due to not being able to look at those shadows, not being able to take on those wounds and heal from them. 2/3 will turn that wound into wisdom. And in a lot of ways, they'll end up being exemplary parents if it was like a parental abusive situation. Or say if it's a partnership situation, if you're getting out of a very abusive partner situation where it was very narcissistic, you'll actually find that you've learned what not to do, and you've learned to cherish and honor what truly is love, what truly is healthy love, and how also too how to recognize those toxic situations so that you stay far away from them going forward. And more importantly, it changes that perspective for you. So this is absolutely beautiful. What I see in this is that you are one of the 2/3. You're one that's taken that time to change those wounds to wisdom, but more importantly, those wounds have taught you and have made you become who you are now, standing in your Empress power, who you are today. And that's that maternal influence. Like I say, this is where you've become that exemplary parent that really truly wants to provide their children everything that they weren't able to have or to experience in their childhood. And so, like I say, this is the person, this reading, who I'm reading for, this energy, this is the person basically who stands in her power or his power, who embraces the feminine, but also too knows how to utilize nature, utilize the laws of creativity and the laws of attraction to truly attract the abundant life that you are destined for. And so what I see in that is that what was taken from you will be returned tenfold. And it's because of you. It's because you realize you cherish every step of the way and what made you be who you are today. And with the Queen of Swords, like I say, this is a rational, honest person. You are standing in your truth, and you're also looking at the truth. You're looking at the pain. You're looking at what was taken from you in the past. You're looking at the criticism, but you're also looking at the realistic aspects of it. You know, a lot of times too, in abusive situations, until you're actually out of the situation, until you've removed yourself from that toxicity, you don't realize how bad it was, how much of a survivor you had to be. And now that you're in that point where you're not being threatened, you're not in just survival mode, you're standing, like I say, the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is where all blockages are removed. You're sensible, you're nurturing, and you walk through life with that love. And you walk through life understanding that choosing love is the path to success, is the true path to wealth, and you're trusting in spirit. And so, like I say, you may be tested right now financially. You may be tested to go the normal path, if you will. But instead, this weekend, you're going to get a leg up, like I say, astrologically, and then also, too, you're really deciding, coming to terms with the fact that you truly want to value your purpose, and most importantly, you are valuing your purpose going forward, and this is your start. This is your new start, and like I say, too, I also do see an opportunity coming in as well. This weekend, you will feel some inspiration here come towards you, either with a new opportunity, with some creative change, but it's through your creative energy that you'll be embracing this, and you'll be walking forward without looking back. And like I say, if this resonates with you, by all means, and you feel comfortable, share your story in the comments below. Even just put a heart. Let us know how we can help you, but most importantly, let us celebrate your success. Celebrate the fact that you are a survivor. You are not a victim. And that is the mentality that you carry. That is the spirit, the tenacious toughness that you will carry through you as the Empress here going forward. And like I say, as we come out of this weekend here, you will also be very awakened to new experiences where trauma from the past has held you back, possibly from a new start, from taking a leap. This is the time where when that moon moves into Gemini here, and as we walk into this next week, this is where you will awaken to new experiences. Your curiosity will basically be re-inspired to want to go out there, to explore new avenues, to find new ways of honoring your purpose and valuing your purpose and walking forward with spirit and the divine. And then with the Queen of Cups here, I just wanted to also pull the Vidakara Tarot, see what additional messages we can have here or we can get. But like I say, this is you standing in your Geminian and really leaning on that Geminian energy here. You are utilizing your intuition, but also too, you've got purity of thought right now. You've got a clear mind, a quick wit, but you've got a lot of poetic justice on your side here, And there's a lot of charisma. There's a creative artist within you that is just wanting to shine. And like I say, this is your season to shine. This is your season to express yourself. And this is your season to remember just how powerful you are. Now, with the Ten of Wands, you know, what I also see in this is that some of you could be feeling an excessive amount of pressure right now. This is the time where Spirit is reminding you really to let go, to really go with the flow. You know, when you manifest, it's about really, you know, utilizing your senses, touching, feeling, and, you know, utilizing that intuition and that imagination and creativity of designing your life, your future life, your highest life. But also too, then to send it out into the universe and let the universe do the good work that it does. Really to hold on to it is almost to reverse that nature. And so remember, at this point, now is not the time to try too hard. If you're finding that you're being surrounded or feeling like it's an uphill battle or feeling trapped, that's the time really to let go and give it up to the universe. Give it up to the divine. And like I say, it's basically, it's time to let the universe do the good work that it does with you, not against you, basically. Or for you, vice versa, to work with the divine and not against it, you know. And I think in a lot of ways too, what comes to mind for me is time. You know, divine timing versus what we calculate as time, you know, due to gravity on planet Earth. But really, it's not the same. Divine timing needs those moments of everything energetically coming together. And that's why I say holding on to that energy and instead of releasing it is really, it almost misaligns the timing. It misaligns the cogs. It tells the universe that you're not ready yet. By letting it go, by sending it out into the universe. And like I say, with the death card here, basically by releasing it, being open to that transformation, being open to that freedom, that liberation, that rebirth, that's what's going to call in your highest good and what's truly meant for you. And I do see a lot of Scorpionic energy in there, as well as some Sagittarian energy. You could be dealing with those signs. You could have those as your moon placements or your rising placements. But with that Scorpion, energy, that really is about transformation. Like I say, it's about manifestation in a lot of ways. It's about really, you know, taking that energy and transmuting it into something even more powerful for your highest good, for your future self. And so Spirit, give us a few more messages here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. That was incredible. And again, we've got the Devil popping out. So again, I do see some temptation here coming in this weekend. You know, this is a weekend where you will be tested. And it also too, I think it's it's due to an overworking aspect. It's basically trying to think, you know, somewhere along the lines, it's an old way of thinking that if you work harder, if you try harder, if you take on more, that's the only way to get ahead. What Spirit is saying is, no, no, no. What's meant for you will never pass you by, but I will never ask you, or I will never ask more of you. I will never ask more than what you're willing to give. That truly, by understanding that Spirit really truly, the divine, the universe is all working with you for your greatest higher good, by letting go of this old way of thinking. That's the true path to wealth. Again, this is your time to shine. This is your season to shine. And it's to remember how powerful you are. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is material success. This is lasting wealth. I see a lot of you building a legacy, not only for yourself, but for your family, something to pass down. But what I also see in this is financial security. This is emotional security with the Page of Cups too. So, and again, there's the creative artist, there's the intuition, there's the inspiration. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the World, and this is gorgeous, and the Chariot and the Hermit. I mean, this is about fulfillment. This is about completion. And so now is the time to be open to a new chapter. Remember that there is always a way. But this is finding a way to really truly value your purpose, where things align with ease. This is triumph, and it's carrying that energy with you and carrying that trust with you despite temptations, but despite being tempted to give up, despite being tempted to go the normal path, quote unquote. This is what's truly meant for you. This is the time to express yourself and remember just how powerful you are, because right now you are very magnetic. And again, I mean, with the Chariot, this is the external strength that you needed where you were being tested on the internal side. And this is putting into action. I mean, expect that this is going to be a breakthrough. This is going to be a fresh breath of air that'll reinvigorate you and put some momentum into what you're doing. But it's also about self-control, right? And it's about mastering those emotions, especially with that Cancerian energy here. And what I love most about this is, like I say, this is the story of a survivor, not of a victim. Especially pulling the Hermit card here as well. This is not seeking traditional life. This is not seeking a traditional path. This is okay with being okay with looking at your shadow side. And this is okay, or this is being okay with seeking that time of solitude, to seek that higher meaning, to receive the guidance from the divine that you need, and also to take that introspection, to see the wisdom through those wounds. And so this is absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, if this resonates, by all means, please, and you feel comfortable, share your story in the comments below, or just put a heart. That way we can let you know that we are with you, we support you, and we will help we will rise together, but we will help raise you up as well, just as you have done for yourself here. And what I see in a lot of this is that you're really, truly destined to do that through the pursuit of your goals for others as well. So what I like to do here too, because there's a lot of temptation in this reading here. And like I say, a lot of us could very much be challenged here this weekend. Like I say, there's a lot of good things here. This is the time to shine your light because it's your season to shine. But just in case you're feeling any chakra blockages, I just wanted to look at the major arcana here for you. Some water baths like we saw in the oracles will absolutely be a wonderful way to release that energy, but also too, sound baths are another great way. And music therapy is so healing in the way where it not only gets that energy moving, but it also helps us with cleansing. It also helps us with realigning and detoxifying so that we truly can let go of the burdens and, more importantly, lift our energy, lift our emotions, lift our heart as light as a feather so that we truly can manifest and call in what we truly want to manifest and what we truly want to experience. And so what we pulled in this reading is an F, a D sharp, 2 A's, and then also a G. So try playing around with those. If you feel comfortable as well, please share your experience with it as well. Never hurts to meditate, but it'll help with also enlightening others along what truly was healing for you, so that not only can this channel help heal others, but you can help others too with their healing and with their chakra realignment. So before we go to, I'd like to also pull some spirit animal totems for some additional guidance here. Thank you, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for us? What animal spirits can help guide us through this weekend? Okay. So right away, the goose wanted to come out, which is inner knowing. And this is basically, Spirit wants to remind you, you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. And so, like I say, this is your season to shine. Now is the time to fly. Now is the time to express yourself. Now is the time to remember your power and remember just how magnetic you are. And so, like I say, take advantage of this time, especially as we come into our Virgo solar return, to embrace that energy, embrace all our Virgo-ness, and really let our inner knowing guide us. So, Spirit, what additional messages do you have for us? Thank you. Okay. The heron. Okay, so like I say, where we were talking about going with the flow here, is all about patience. This is basically Spirit reminding us to create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. And so, like I say, this is the time, especially during financial aspects, where You could be feeling tested right now to go and just get any job, basically, rather than follow your life's ambition of what you've always wanted to be, or to get a full-time job and drop that down to a part-time, which neither way is bad. You know, there are responsibilities and everything has to balance. But what Spirit is saying here is take patience. Even if you've got to get that side job in the meantime, that's okay. Do not give up on the hustle. Do not give up on your goals. Do not give up on yourself, because truly, at the bottom of the deck, you are the polar bear mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. And so, like I say, as a reminder too, with all energy readings, remember, this is energy that is there either, with shadow as well as with light, I guess is how I would put it. So take what resonates, leave the rest, but remember, your story is yours. Free will was given to each and every one of us. We hold the power to make our destiny what it's truly meant to be. And so I hope this helps. If this message resonates as well, please by all means help support the channel. Sorry, I can talk. But please, thanks for listening. Please help support the channel with likes, shares, subscribes, anything you can do to help with getting this message out there to as many Virgos as we can, that we can help each other rise together and remember that we are stronger together. And so sending all my love and light to each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.